Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going through some more vintage items, and I'm going to be going through vintage bag number 9. In this bag, there's a variety of things. Could be Barbie, could be clone. Wherever I know where it's Mattel or Barbie, I will let you know. Other than that, maybe you guys can help me figure out who the maker is. Just starting out with this one. This is a little bit more ornate mirror. Not too sure. Maybe maybe it's not Mattel. I don't know. I can't tell. It's not labeled, so it's very pretty. It's got a rose on it. Not too sure what year or who made it. Then I have this electric guitar. There again, it makes me feel like there was a sticker that should have been on the front of this, just so that it has, so you can tell what it is with the chords and all that kind of stuff on it. But that's what could make it like a clone. It does have a marking here on the back. Not sure if my camera is going to pick that up, but we'll see. And it says made in China. So I'm not sure if this is Mattel. Kind of makes me a little bit wondering whether it's Mattel or not, clone. Maybe in the era of the Barbie and the Rockers. If anybody has that collection, maybe this is familiar to you. I don't have any of the Barbie and the Rockers. I might have a little bit of their clothing, but I don't have any of the accessories or the dolls. So if this looks familiar to you and you know that that's what it belongs to, please leave in the comments for me. Next, I have a whole bunch of these sunglasses. Probably the pink ones probably are Barbie. They're a little bit more well made. Not too sure who they would have been made for. If you guys have any info on those, please leave that in the comments for me. And these I think are clone Barbie glasses. They're not very well made. They're very thin and flimsy. So, but they're cute. And then I have this little bag, the Dinah Dawn Model Agency. So, I believe that the Dinah doll was the same size as the Dawn doll. I don't think I have any of the Dinah. I'm not sure, but I think Dinah was part of the Dawn dolls. So there's that. And then we just have a ton of brushes and combs. So it looks like there's some twirly curl, or not twirly curl, some quick curl. Let me just pull those out right fast. The quick curls. Here's those curling tools again. So I have quite a few of the quick curl Barbies, so I'm glad I have a couple of extra of those. And then we have, of course, the typical pink brush and comb. Could go to any one of the dolls. And then I have yellow, pink, and white. So don't know exactly which dolls those would go to, and I don't know that it would necessarily matter, but you know, you can't use them in Barbie's hair anyway because they're not very durable. Alright, so the next thing is littler brushes. Way littler brushes. Alright, let's just get them all in my hand here. There's quite a few here. There's actually, I'm not going to take that one. That one's a set. And this one. Okay, so we have this little silver one. Not too sure what that would belong to, but that one probably was not made. It was probably kind of maybe to go with the dollhouse. It's not very big at all. And then you can tell on this one, it was designed to go with the doll because it's got that little clip on it. It clips on the hand. Well, I know that this could be used with Beauty Secrets because she has a little button on the back. I'll be doing a video on her. I don't think I've done a video for my Beauty Secrets yet. But her her arm goes back and forth a little bit when you push on a button on her back. So when she has this in her hand, it gives the illusion like she's brushing her hair. Here's another one that's kind of like that. But these brushes are not secluded to her. Of course, these are all, they all can be held by Barbie. So whichever ones they came with. This is another one where her hand would have gone through that hole there. And I don't know who they would have belonged to. So if these look familiar to you guys at all, let me know, so that I can get them with the right doll if I have the doll. This is a little bit bigger. This makes me think that it's not Barbie or Mattel. I mean, it could be Mattel for a different doll, but it's a little bit bigger than for Barbie. So if this looks familiar to anybody, please let me know in the comments. We have this one here. It too is really, really long. So I don't know if that's Barbie or not. And then we have these two little tiny brushes. And it seems like with the Barbie line, the smaller the doll, the smaller the brush gets too. So these could actually belong with Skipper, maybe. Maybe they're not Mattel at all. But since they're littler, maybe as they go down, maybe it could be Tootie. Then I have, I'll do this here. Oh, and maybe this goes with that. This is a little mirror. And it has a little flower on the back. Maybe that goes with this brush. Well, they're almost the same color. Maybe they don't go together. But this is just like a little mirror. A little hand mirror. Here's a headband. I think it's a headband anyway. That's what it looks like. This is probably, 80s, 90s doll maybe. It's not, I don't think that they made headbands like this until for sure the early 80s. So, and then I have this set, which is a brush and a mirror. I don't know who that would have belonged to. Maybe Birthday Barbie? I don't know, maybe they're not even Mattel. Not too sure. Okay, and then I have some really little stuff. So here's a comb that could have gone with one of the brushes. I don't know, let me go back a little bit, see if there's a pink brush that would match that. That one's a little bit off color. And this one is a little bit off color. So this one's by itself. So, but it can still be held in the hand. So it's more than likely Barbie. And then I have this little tiny barrette. I have no idea who this would go to, but it definitely, it could be vintage, but it's definitely Mattel. It's made well enough. So if this looks familiar to, let me get it in my hand right so you guys can see it. If this looks familiar to anybody, please let me know which doll that this belongs to. It's very, very cute barrette. And then I have this star, and it looks like it would have fit into the hair, and it kind of reminds me of maybe Barbie's and the Rockers, but it's funny that it would be in this, with this comb in here. This comb belongs to Peaches and Cream Barbie, and Peaches and Cream Barbie had little things like this, but I don't know if it was a star or not. It could have looked just like this pattern here, but I can't remember. But I do remember that it did have like little, you know, where you could just stick it in the hair. It's like, not like it's kind of like a barrette, but without the closure. It just sticks in the hair. And then, so this is just the comb for the Peaches and Cream. So if anybody knows if these go together, I don't know. I can't, they're a little bit off color. But if anybody knows what that piece would look like, I do have a Peaches and Cream Barbie, but I have very little parts and pieces with her. So, and I don't think that this is one of those pieces. So if anybody knows about that, please leave it in the comments for me. Excuse me. And the last thing that I have are these adorable little curlers. and they actually come apart like that. So those are very cute. I have 4 of those. And I don't know if those are Barbie. They're awfully large to be Barbie, but excuse me. But they could be used for Barbie. So that's the extent of bag number 9. I wanted to follow up with something from, I think it was the hanger bag from one of my previous videos. I think it was bag number 8. And I ran into, when I was putting that away, I ran into this hanger. And I wanted to show you guys because there were other fashion dolls that had hangers as well. And this one, if we can focus on it, this one belonged to Tammy. And it was made in, this is actually made in the USA, believe it or not. So this is a Tammy hanger, and I only had just this one, but it doesn't mean that some of those other ones couldn't have been Tammy as well. So I was thinking that quite possibly that it could be, that they could be from the Little Chap family, but Tammy also was one of those dolls that had a clothing line that came, you know, you could buy separate clothes. Ideal made her. So they did sell hangers for her, obviously, and then, you know, she had quite an extensive clothesline. So some of those other hangers that I was wondering about could quite possibly be Tammy as well. So that was just something to follow up with one of my other videos. So if you guys liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you guys know anything about some of these brushes and combs, who they might go with, if they look familiar, please leave it in the comments for me. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.